Fools. Another testimonial. Good day to all my Moor brothers and sisters around the world putting in work. First of all, I want to acknowledge and give honors to those uplifting humanity. I'm emailing in regards to making my next steps, point in direction of protocol as a Moor who was violated by these corrupt foreign institutions of my human rights. I'm about proper execution. I have no criminal background, so this is a whole new experience altogether. I had my nationality ID as well as a whole folder of Moorish paperwork and proclamations in my folder. I have studied and utilized writs from R.V. Bay publication as well. I was in the county courtroom when approached by a policy enforcer to have a convo outside. I immediately let him know that I have no contract or obligations with him, as well as did no crime. Told him I'm a Moorish American and don't understand color of law. He proceeded to talk, and I told him he needed to get a supervisor like 20 times, even said it louder, looking at the other security guard who stood and looked at me asking for help from this crazy man. He got agitated, and there were witnesses, and one Moorish sister standing by said, "Call the police." He wasn't listening. I also started recording the interaction for my safety and footage of them harassing me. He immediately saw the situation was bigger than him and proceeded to arrest me for not leaving under duress. I told him, "You gave no grounds to arrest me and lack of jurisdiction." I asked for a supervisor multiple times throughout the interaction of harassment. I told him to support the Constitution. Still, this idiot proceeded to put his hands on me. I shrugged him off and was tackled by another unknown, uninformed agent. Then the quasi-deputy policy agent proceeded to pull out a taser gun and tase me, then slam me on the ground, handcuff, and take me to the Pierce County, Washington Sheriff Department custody. He opened my wallet, pulls out my nationality card, which was backing up everything previously stated. He looks at me, puts it down, asks his buddy what to do. They ransacked my wallet, pull out my old invalid hole punch driver's license just so they can book me. They took my cell phone. I had recorded the incident and kept it. After my bail, to go ask a judge to get into my phone for what they called evidence to see the incident. I got a phone call from a detective saying they got the go-ahead to go inside and also hold my phone until the case is closed. How to effectively put my proclamation into their system. What writs can I use to flop the case? Can I challenge authority before the next court date? Which public officials of use should I be notifying in my state? What type of public notice should I put out to make a hard-lasting impact? How do I effectively charge them for violation and depriving of my life, liberties, and property? If there is a proper process, what could you recommend for me to get my property back? Well, we'll go backwards. So with regard to the property back, the fact that you gave them a nationality card and they used the license to book you, whether it's, fake license or expired or whatever, that means they're not using the nationality card. So what I would look at doing is contacting whoever the head is of who you dealt with, right? Whoever took your stuff, their superior, send a writ to them with regard to the incident, showing your court papers, whatever else stuff that they gave you, right, to show you that it is a case. Because all you want to do is get a reply to them about where's your stuff, since that has nothing to do with the case. If they're going to use a license to book you, then they don't need the nationality card, right? And as well, with that thing that you send in, also look into writ of replevin, R-E-P-L-E-V-I-N, writ of replevin. Study writ of replevin and look online, see if you find any sample ones of that, and prepare one of those relative to what your situation is. How do I effectively charge them for violation and depriving of my life, liberties, and property? We use brother Lanre Obey, who same thing, got kidnapped and all that stuff, dragged on the ground, strip search and all that stuff. But what did he do? He put those people on YouTube, put their name out there, put their face out there, any interaction he had with them, recorded it, put it on YouTube, and again, miraculously, just like the other brother was saying, miraculously, charges disappeared. Went to court, stuff getting dismissed left, right, and center. Well, even though they said that they had charges on him, dragging him on the ground and all that stuff. So how you charge them? You charge them by putting them out there for the fraud that they do. Because there's no court that you're going to go to that's de jure, that's going to hear you going to sue their boy. They're not hearing it. So there's no charging them. And if you are going to say, quote unquote, charge them, that's why you get their bond numbers. So you can make complaints. Because without the bond number, you're just complaining on a person, which that who is anybody. You know what I mean? You could look into in your whatever state, look into how to complain on police, on corrupt police, and file a complaint. And every time they do something like that to you, file a complaint. It's just like in the Morgan Freeman movie, the jail movie, with him and, was it Tom Hanks in it? When he broke out of the jail or whatever, right? And in order for him to get the library, he wrote the frickin' governor's office so much that they just frickin' said, here's everything. You don't want no more letters from you. Okay, yeah, just like that. Charge them. Hold them to their responsibility, to be constitutional. Because they ain't really, anything that we can do, right? Because they're colored. So they're going to do whatever it is that they want. Our thing is to make sure that we're vibrating on a frequency so in tune that they don't even know that they're dismissing it. They'll just do it just because. They won't even know why they're doing it. They'll just do it. Like when Moors tell you about their experiences, and you just have to sit there and ask, how's that go like that? What do you mean they just opened the door and told you leave the jail in the back? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have no charges now? Where'd all your charges go? You had 9 charges, 8 charges, 12 charges. Like, where'd your charges go? And then other side is, people get locked up. They get 30 years, 20 years for standing on some birthrights. Because the people who they were engaged with, they're colored. And they're going to do whatever they want to do when they feel like it. That's why Moors tell Moors that you better be putting in some study and all that stuff, because we have nigger mentalities. And you're not getting rid of nigger mentality by not studying. Because trust, Mother Anita said it, and I think has said it multiple times. When you least expect it is when the nigger's gonna come out and mess your whole stuff up that you've been trying so hard to prove you're more or whatever like that. The nigger comes just at the right time and messes up everything. And why does that happen? Right? Why does that happen? Because we're so far behind that things that were laid down for us to do, right, we skip over. You know, because, you know, not that we're inconsiderate or whatever, but it's so much information that we're behind. Like every day, Moors who study, every day you learn something new, like 15 times more than what you learned yesterday. Every day. Like every day. Right? So I'm like, it's looking kind of dark in here. No light on, that's why. Right? So, no Juali said intelligent tone at all times. That's a sacred rule, because niggers are belligerent. So as soon as you start not being intelligent tone, immediately they're classifying you as Negro, black, colored, fronting like you're a Moor. Because they know what the standard of the Moors are. That's like when we see Moors that you know, are pushing some agenda, but then, you know, they don't have a national headwear on. They're not wearing a turban. You know, they're not wearing anything reflective of Moorish leadership. You know what I mean? Can't take them people serious. Because there are certain things that, you know what I mean? Like I said, intelligent tone. Like you're not seeing me dealing with whoever it is out there, right? That's claiming some color of authority. They got gun badge and all that stuff, and they're gonna violate something. You don't hear me talk to them like how I talk on Ustream or whatever. They get intelligent tone. Because automatically, I'm not Negro, black, colored, is my mantra while I'm dealing with them. I'm not Negro, black, colored. 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 That's my mantra. Because once that's in my mind, they're blocked. They're going to have to deal with me as something other than that. And I'll take anything other than that. Because at least everything else is at least somewhat, you can get around it in conversation with them. You know? Like they see the continental flag and say that's flag of Lebanon. How's that flag of Lebanon? What are you talking about? But since we're bringing up Lebanon, you do know that the fact that there's a cedar tree on it means that Lebanon has something to do with here. Because cedar trees are on this side. Right? And then really it has to do with the acorn. Which is really metaphysical. And has nothing to do with any type of, you know what I mean, whatever. So then we go to the next flag. The red flag with the green star, which is the real flag of this land. Because the flag with maple leaf, that's a corporate banner. And the stars and stripes is a corporate banner. And we'll have a conversation. And Highwayman would be just like the sister that we put the video up, that she had the video up, and we used that video to show how, you know, it's all about your frequency. What frequency are you vibrating on when they approach you? If your frequency isn't where it's supposed to be as a Moor, then you're gonna lose. That's automatic, it's simple, that's what it is. That's why Juali said study, study, study. And study yourself. Because this is deeper than just read some books. This is, you know, creating neural pathways, repairing neural pathways. This is changing your spiritual vibration.